Calista Flockhart has been described as a reluctant star, but that doesn't mean she's given up on acting. From stage roles to co-starring on a beloved superhero series, the Ally McBeal star has managed to stay busy while also focusing on her privacy. One of the main reasons Calista Flockhart drifted out of the spotlight after Ally McBeal is that she was a little preoccupied with raising her son, Liam. Liam was born in 2001, a year before the show came to an end. Flockhart adopted him shortly after. Flockhart made the decision to be a stay-at-home mom for her new son. However, in an interview with Cinema Blend, she also spoke about the challenges of motherhood. Flockhart told the outlet, "I loved being a mom, but as any mother can tell you, you stay home with a 2-year-old 24/7 and you get mush brain and you start wishing that you were working." When Liam went to school, Flockhart began to think about returning to work, but the transition from full-time mother back into acting wasn't easy. She told the Los Angeles Times, "Kindergarten, as it turns out, is a huge milestone, and I wasn't quite prepared for it. He's doing great and having a lot of fun. I know it sounds kind of silly, but it's the end of an era." Even though Flockhart missed acting, she also admitted that seeing her son get older was pretty emotional. Aside from the demands of being a new mom, Calista Flockhart also felt the need for a break from the world of acting after Ally McBeal. Even when she did return to auditioning after her son started school, the actor was determined to pick a very different character from Allie. So in 2006, she began playing Kitty McAllister on the ABC drama series Brothers and Sisters. Speaking to Cinema Blend, Flockhart talked about the show, telling the outlet, "I definitely wanted to make a different choice. It's a very real show, and Allie was sort of fantastical and a different kind of reality, and it was very high comedy. This is, I think, funny, and yet it's just different." In an interview with the Los Angeles Times, Flockhart also explained why she wanted to avoid being typecast after playing Allie, saying, "At my real heart, I'm a character actress, and I do crave playing all kinds of different roles. I want to play the dark, crazy alcoholic someday."
I think that mostly everything is a misconception because nobody knows me.
One reason why Calista Flockhart may not be on your radar these days, she simply doesn't want to be. Although Flockhart loves acting, she doesn't exactly love all of the attention that comes with it. In fact, as John Robin Bates, the creator of Brothers and Sisters, told the Los Angeles Times, Ally McBeal didn't fit into Flockhart's plans because she never wanted fame. Bates said to the outlet, "That accident of having been cast as Ally McBeal could have possibly interrupted a very different kind of career and set it on a different course, one that's more public than she ever imagined for herself. I would describe her as a reluctant star." After taking some time off and opting for smaller roles, Flockhart finally began to feel more comfortable. She even reflected on all the attention she received during her Ally McBeal years, telling Female First in 2009, "Back then, it was pretty crazy. There would be 6 paparazzi cars following me everywhere, and that can be frightening."
That's a little scary.
In 2010, Calista Flockhart tied the knot with her longtime partner, actor Harrison Ford. The pair had started dating in 2002, and just 1 year later, Ford told Flockhart he was in love with her. He explained to People magazine, "Romantic love is one of the most exciting and fulfilling kinds of love, and I think there is a potential for it at any stage in your life. I was not surprised that I was able to fall in love, and I wasn't surprised that I did." Being in a relationship with Ford changed a lot for Flockhart. He adopted her son Liam, and she became the stepmother to his 4 children. Naturally, her new family made work more complicated. She told Female First, "I was single when I started work on Ally McBeal, and I didn't have a child. Now I have a child and I'm not single. I have a very different life." You may not have seen Calista Flockhart in many films and TV shows in the past few decades, because she's also dedicated some of her time to theater work. After all, her roots were performing in off-Broadway plays. While appearing in a Los Angeles production of The Seagull in 2012, Flockhart told The Guardian, "For me, it's all about getting my theater fix. It's a fun, low-key way to get into a room with talented actors and directors and have a great time reading a classic, wonderful play." In 2020, she was set to star in An Ideal Husband in Boston, but the show was canceled. In 2022, Flockhart once again returned to the stage, starring in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf alongside Zachary Quinto. Flockhart spent much of her time post-Ally McBeal going to the theater with her son. They even spent a year and a half in London simply watching plays. Remember the Showtime series Web Therapy starring Lisa Kudrow as the virtual therapist Dr. Fiona Wallace? Well, you may have spotted Calista Flockhart in a guest role on the show. In 2014, Flockhart appeared in 5 episodes. Flockhart played April Keaton on the series, a slightly nervous law clerk who has a questionable relationship with Wallace's husband. It was definitely exciting for fans to see the actor playing someone in the legal world again after Ally McBeal. Plus, she had a chance to flex her comedic muscles as a character actor. In 2015, Calista Flockhart experienced a huge shock when her husband was involved in a plane crash. Ford was flying a vintage World War II plane at the time. Luckily, his injuries weren't too severe. For Flockhart, however, the accident was more than a little jarring. She told people it was a scary time, adding, "I think it just makes you realize once again that life can turn on a dime, and we just have to appreciate every second we're here because you never know." However, while Flockhart refused to fly with Ford in his vintage planes in the future, she hasn't tried to stop him from taking to the skies. She told the outlet, "He loves it, so I love it, and I support him 100%.
I love the freedom of flight. I love the places you go."
In 2015, Calista Flockhart took on one of her biggest roles in years as Cat Grant in Supergirl, a series that ran from 2015 until 2021. Cat was the tough-as-nails, sassy boss of Kara at Catco Worldwide Media, and thanks to Flockhart's performance, she was one of the best parts of the show.
I am really happy to be part of a show that embraces girl power and celebrates girl power.
But even though Flockhart was a standout in Supergirl, she wasn't exactly the lead. However, she was more than happy to have a supporting role, telling a CBS panel in 2015, "I am very excited about being a part of a new show, and I am happy that I don't have to carry the show. I am happy that I am Cat and not Supergirl this time around. It just gives me a little more time. Spending time with my family is very important to me." Even though Flockhart didn't love being thrust into the spotlight while appearing on Ally McBeal, in 2021, rumors began to spread that she would be returning to play the character in a reboot. The show's creator David E. Kelley said to The Hollywood Reporter in 2018, "I'd be open to the idea of Ally McBeal being done again, but I don't think it should be done by me. If it were going to be done, it really should be done by a woman. If it's going to be new, it should be new and different. And I did it, 100 hours. Then, in 2021, TV Line reported that a limited revival series was in the works with Flockhart reportedly attached. They suggested that Hulu might be the logical streamer for the show. Sadly, as of 2023, the Ally McBeal revival still hasn't come to fruition. Above all else, Calista Flockhart's main priority has been her family. Over the years, she's even spoken about how she has chosen roles that give her the space and anonymity she needs to spend time with her loved ones. And in more recent years, it's clear that the actor still spends as much time with her family as possible. In 2023, Flockhart and Ford attended the Cannes Film Festival and the Indiana Jones premiere together. While attending the premiere, Ford gave a touching tribute to Flockhart.
My life has been enabled by my lovely wife.
Later that same year, they were spotted at Liam's graduation. In a 2023 interview with Esquire, Ford even revealed that Flockhart was helping him to clean up his language. The actor was referring to a 2023 expletive-ridden interview with The Hollywood Reporter when he said, "My wife is still giving me shit about that Hollywood Reporter thing, and I'm trying not to say that too much." Calista Flockhart may not act much these days, but fans of the Ally McBeal star may get a chance to see her in another new project soon. As Ford said to People, the pair are hoping to collaborate on a project one day. He told the outlet, "We'd love to find one we could do together, but yeah, haven't found one yet." Ford also hinted that Flockhart was definitely looking for more acting opportunities now that their son had grown up, saying, She's just going back to work after having devoted herself to the raising of our son Liam for the last 20 years, and she's enjoying going back to work. I'm hoping we will find something to do together. While we don't know when or what this collaboration will be, it's safe to say that we cannot wait to see Flockhart and Ford share the screen in the future.